Hello guys, and welcome to the video series for Polaris 3G. My name is Todd Wilson from Mecklenburg County GIS, and this video will be on market analysis and portfolio. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'd like to do is go ahead and bring up a particular piece of property that we're going to do some searches around. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 5501 Ruth Drive, which is my favorite address. So let's go to that. So let's say we've got, a couple scenarios here. Let's say that I'm looking around this particular property for other properties that have sold. There's actually two ways that we can do this. A very easy way is we can go right over into overlays again, which I went over in the map displays video, and you can go down here to under others, and there's a layer called sales by deed year. So if you pull sales by deed year up, you can see visually on the map all the properties that have sold within the vicinity of this property here, and you can see they're color coded by the year of the sale, and we've also given you the sales price on there, so you can make a visual determination if you'd like to. So that is one way of seeing properties that have sold. Now another way of doing this is going under market analysis. If you've ever been to a real estate, if you've ever looked for a home or something like that online, a lot of real estate websites have the means to put in, parameters of things that you're looking for, like I'm looking for this square foot range, or I'm looking for this number of bedrooms. And this is pretty much kind of the same setup here. You got a lot of different options here that you can use to kind of filter and find what you're needing to find. So the idea of this market analysis menu is to somewhat be general in the beginning. You might get a large result set, but the idea is to have that as a starting point and then start further refining your search down. So we're going to do an example here, and I'll show you. As you can see, we have 9 different options here that we can fill out, and number one, we're going to go ahead and buffer the selected parcel, and I'm going to use a buffer distance of a half a mile. So half a mile in feet should be 2640. So let's type that in there. The property use, by default it's single family, so we're going to stay with single family. I'm going to go ahead and skip parcel acreage. I'm going to go ahead and skip 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, which is sales price, and we're going to go right on down to sales date range. And we're going to look for properties that have sold in the last 4 months, I'd say. So let's do April 1st, and then we'll do August 5th. So right now we don't care about the sales price range. We just care about anything that is sold from April 1st to the present. And let's go ahead and click Analyze. Give it a minute and it'll go ahead and zoom out, and you can see the radius there. So we're at 1/2 mile. We've got 18 results. If you'd like to have, right now it's only listing 9 of them. If you want to list all of them and see them on the map, or even possibly print a report, we can actually increase the page size. So let's go ahead and increase it up to 18 results. And then give it another minute. It's going to redraw the map. Okay, so we have all of those properties. All of these have sold. So you've got a couple of other reporting options you can do. You can click Report. You can do a property information report, a deed report, which is a PDF, or another deed report, which is a commented limited file. So we're going to do property information report. And you can see this, you're basically presented with a 2-page printout, and you can save it or email it to somebody, print it out. And if you like to print the map, you can do that as well. You can choose landscape, portrait, or you can do a screenshot. You can set up a map title, and you can do an overlay legend. That's if you got any data layers turned on this map or not. We don't have that, so I'm just going to go ahead and just put in just my own little map title. Hit go, and it'll bring you back a link to a print map option, which will get you to a PDF map. And you can see there's the map. Now the deed report's going to give you just a general deed report printout with the parcel number, the owner name, mailing address, legal description, deed book and page, and land area, which is pretty good for someone that is a surveyor that needs to get information on adjoining property owners, and I can show you that here in a little bit too. So we're going to go back to this sales map. Each record in this list has an option where you can click to get the details, which will basically zoom into that area and give you further details, or you click the zoom and allow you to zoom in and zoom out to each respective piece of property. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and further refine this. We've got 18 records. What we can do is, let's say we're looking at a particular square footage. Let's say 1700 to 1900, and then hit analyze. Okay, and you can see now instead of 18 we are down to 4, so we've gotten really tight with our search there. So I can go to those results, and let's say, okay, I'm happy with all 4 of these right here, so I am going to check all of these. So I'm selecting all 4 of these, and I'm going to save them in what's called a portfolio. So if I had a particular client and I was going to be referencing these, or I'm going to use these to investigate my sales comparison for the subject property. So I'm going to do my sales comparisons, or I can give this any kind of name. So I'm going to go ahead and click go. So you can see now I've got all of these in a portfolio that I can call up anytime I want to. So just to show you here what I can do, I'm going to go ahead and just pull up another piece of property just anywhere in the county. And you can see there's a link up here that says you have rows saved in portfolio. So let's do this. Let's go save, new portfolio. Let's just call it test 1. So I'm at this property. Okay. So you can see I've got a portfolio that says test 1 or my sales comparison. If I just choose my sales comparison, I get that list. So you can see I'm able to bookmark selected properties and put them into a portfolio. And that is about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video on Polaris 3G, and we'll see you in the next video.